Hey guys, good morning. It's Monday and it is week 2 of our Ending Strong group, right? And I've got a few things that I kind of want to touch on, and my thoughts might be, I don't know what this is, my thoughts might be a little bit scattered because I didn't really write anything down, but I did listen to some personal development this morning. And it definitely gave me some ideas for different kind of things that I think about as I entered week 2 of any challenge, and things that I sort of know that we encounter. It's funny. From the start, it doesn't matter if you're a veteran like me or you're brand new. We all sort of go through this continuum of feelings, emotions, struggles, successes, along the course of a program. And there are lots of differences between how we all progress through and experience any certain program, but there are also a lot of similarities. So, I'm just going to ramble a little bit because you all know me and I do tend to ramble. If you don't know because you're new, you're about to find out, but I am going to try to keep it short. And, I definitely just want to touch on a few things, like I said, some which I just will come to the top of my head, and some from my personal development this morning. Number 1, it's week 2, right? You may have learned something about yourself in the previous week that is going to help you push forward this week, right? So last week or let's say 2 weeks ago, right before we started this, you probably had a certain set of beliefs about yourself and your ability to push hard. You had a certain set of beliefs about what you were and weren't capable of. You had a certain set of beliefs about what it would feel like to sort of stretch and grow outside your comfort zone, right? And maybe last week, though, you proved to a lot of those self-limiting beliefs wrong. Am I right? So I want to sort of encourage you to think back about the self-limiting beliefs you had a week or more ago, and which one of those things you conquered, you stood up to, you committed to trying to find a way around, or through, rather, and, there were likely at least one thing that you surprised yourself, right? And I want you to use that as sort of evidence that it doesn't matter what you believe about yourself in the moment. What matters is how much you're willing to challenge yourself to fight against that limiting belief, or that behavior, that habit that's maybe bringing you, or has been bringing you, further away from your goals. And maybe now you're willing to say, look, last week I thought that there was no way in hell I could get up an hour early or 45 minutes early to make sure I got my workout in. And maybe you did it last week and you were like, hey, I can do it. It was hard. I hate my alarm clock right now. I almost threw it out the window a few different times, but I did it, right? So you can carry that experience and the lesson that you learned through this week and the rest of the challenge, right? Every time you prove to yourself that you are stronger than one of your excuses, you are giving yourself a springboard to continue battling that excuse, because the excuses don't go away, you guys. My excuses now are no different than they were 4 years ago. I'm just a lot better at kicking them to the curb, at flipping them the middle finger, right? Because I've proven to myself time and time and time again that I can do the things that my excuses are telling me that I can't do. And if I've proven to myself that I can get up 45 minutes earlier, as hard as it is in the moment to put my 2 feet on the floor, I've proven to myself that I can. So when I try to give myself that excuse, I have to accept that if I'm going to accept that excuse and base my next action upon it, that's not a validation of the excuse. It's instead me being lazy and giving in to the excuse, right? It doesn't mean that I never give in to the excuses. It just means that I know that my excuses are bullshit and that I have a choice because I've done it before, right? Maybe your excuse was that you're really, really busy and that makes it impossible to eat healthy food. We've all probably proven this one wrong to ourselves over and over again, if not, for the first time last week maybe, if not over and over again in the history of our own personal journey, right? So again, I want you to think about and comment below with one excuse or one sort of thing that you learned about yourself through the trials and tribulations of last week that you can carry through to this week as those same excuses try to present themselves. Now, talking about excuses, one thing that I did want to touch upon, because I think with awareness comes strength. Week 2 can be a little tough, and I'm not going to lie to you there, especially if you've been off the wagon for a while for whatever reason. Or especially if you've sort of stepped your game up in your program, like maybe you've been working out regularly, but you increased your weights or dialed in really closely to that nutrition plan. I'm going to tell you that in week 2, the soreness kicks in. You start feeling kind of tired because your body's still getting used to these hard things, these ways in which you're challenging it, right? And that can make you start to lose a little bit of steam. Right? I'm sore, I'm tired, I did fantastic last week, I deserve 1 day of sleeping in, right? I implore you not to go down that rabbit hole. It is a rabbit hole and it's a slippery slope, and it doesn't stop with 1 day of not waking up to your alarm. It doesn't stop with 1 day of saying, screw the meal plan, I already ate pizza for breakfast, the day's ruined, right? It's a slippery slope. Get up even though you're tired. Go to bed a little bit earlier if you can, right? Don't turn on the TV. Read something that helps you focus on your vision and your goals. Get in bed early. Drink tons of water. If you're really, really sore, please know that you need to exercise that much more, right? I've said this before last week, keeping your muscles loose and warm will help with the soreness and prevent you from getting stiff. Drinking tons of water will help flush all that lactic acid out of your system that's causing the soreness, right? You may have woken up feeling a little bit bloated and like your pants are fitting a little bit tighter. That is normal. Hear me when I say that is normal. Okay? Please don't be your own worst enemy. Please don't wake up and say, the program doesn't work, I'm fatter. You guys have to understand your body is undergoing change. It's under stress because you are lifting heavy weights. You are moving it more. The fluids are moving. Whenever you damage, the way you make muscles stronger is by breaking them down. You break them down, they develop small pieces of scar tissue. They build themselves back up stronger. How do they build themselves back up and repair themselves? They send fluid, blood, white blood cells to the muscle itself, right? To help repair and regenerate so that it comes back stronger. So that means that you might feel a little bit bloated until your body gets more used to this kind of difficult work. That is normal. Accept it. Trust the program. You guys, please, I have done these programs over and over and over again. Please believe me, they work. You have to trust them. If you quit the moment you feel like you're not getting the progress you want quickly enough, if you quit the moment that you feel a little bloated, not understanding why and trusting the program, you will be sorry. Okay? That initial bloat in the second week goes away. You've built the muscles back up stronger, and you'll start to see the results, I promise, okay? So you might feel tired, you might feel sore, you might feel frustrated because you didn't drop 10 pounds in a week, right? We're human, as unrealistic as we know that is, we still get frustrated, okay? You might feel bloated. Trust the program, stay the course. This is my last point. This isn't about doing it when it's easy. If it were easy all the time, everybody would be healthy, everybody would be fit, everybody would be confident in their clothing, right? Everybody would want to take their clothes off in front of their spouse or their girlfriends, you know. I'm no stranger to the shame when you're taking your clothes off, even in front of friends and sisters, you know, right? Like, we're all self-conscious, right? So it's not meant to be easy. If it were, everybody would do it. We didn't come here expecting it to be easy. We came here expecting support and encouragement and motivation and accountability. And you have that here. Push through. We have to do it when it's not easy. We have to do it when we're not feeling motivated. We have to do it when we're tired. We have to do it when we're busy. We have to do it when we're not seeing results right away or quickly, or maybe we're hitting a plateau. It's all part of the journey, and we have to find ways to fall in love with the journey so that we can stick with it long enough to reap the rewards. And the rewards go so much further than your waistline. They go to your energy, your self-belief, your confidence, your mindset, your comfortability walking around in your everyday life. Results come in the form of a stronger core to treat back injuries. Y'all know my story with my spinal injuries, and there are quite a few ladies in this group who have fought their way back from injuries, right? That is true health and wellness, and it doesn't come with a pill, and it doesn't come easily, but it comes with such great reward, right? So, you know, I find that so many people do so fantastic in the beginning of these challenges, and everybody was on fire last week, and I challenge you to keep the momentum going, to continue to trust the program, and just be consistent with your daily actions. If you slip up, get back on the wagon. If you're sore, push play anyways. If that alarm goes off, like for me, the alarm went off at 5:15 this morning. I normally don't get up till 6. That's still early for me. I am a chronic insomniac since I was 10 years old, like clinical insomniac who refuses to take sleeping pills, right? I was a graveyard shift nurse for 10 years almost, and now I'm working day shift, and it doesn't matter that I've been doing it now for 10 months. I still hate that fucking alarm clock. Oh my God, I hate it. But when it goes off, one thing that I've learned is that if I hit snooze to try to, just 30 more minutes, I'll do my workout when I get off work. We all know how that goes. After a 12-hour shift, there is no way in hell I'm doing my workout when I get off. I used to. I'm older now. I work days instead of nights. It's just different, right? I know now that I will not do my workout when I get home. There will be a valid excuse. So I know that if I hit snooze to try to get 30 more minutes of sleep, it's realistically going to take me a minimum of 15 minutes to fall back asleep. Likely, I won't ever truly fall all the way back asleep. In either one of those scenarios, I'm going to wake up actually more tired, right? We've all felt that before. Just 30 more minutes, and we kind of almost maybe fall back asleep, but it's not deep sleep. We don't hit REM, and we wake up, and it is 20 times harder to stand up, right? Don't do it. Don't fall victim to that. It's not worth it. But on the contrary, if you get up that 45 minutes earlier and you get that workout in, not only are you going to be more energetic and happier because now you've got feel-good endorphins. That's scientific fucking fact, guys. Now you've got healthy endorphins, dopamine, serotonin running through your brain, making you happier and more energetic, but you also get to feel proud. You get to feel proud that you did it. And guess what? The hardest part of your day is done. That's awesome, right? If the hardest part of your day is done first thing in the morning, you have won the day. And last but not least, who can raise their hand and say that it's a whole hell of a lot easier to stick to a nutrition plan, get better sleep, and drink more water when we're exercising regularly? Okay? We can do this, you guys. Week 2 can sometimes be the hardest week. I am begging you, just stick with it. Lean into the group. Lean into the struggle. Tell yourself how much better you're getting by growing and challenging yourself in these ways, and get through week 2, because in week 3, you're going to feel fantastic. And by the end of week 3, you are going to probably, if you've been sticking with the plan consistently, you're going to see some results. And if you haven't taken your before pictures yet, y'all, I know we're already a week in, take them anyways, because in 6 weeks, you're going to want them. The scale is a bitch. The scale tells lies. I swear to God. Please trust me. Don't give me excuses. If you haven't taken your before pictures and measurements, it doesn't matter that we're a week in, take them anyways. The sooner the better. It's never too late because, again, by the end of December, the end of January, February, March, May, you're going to want to be able to look back and compare. Our eyes don't show us what's real. They show us what the negative bitch in our head sees, right? We are our own worst critics, so we cannot see results in the mirror or on the scale. Take your pictures and your measurements, okay? All right. Comment below, I don't know, whatever you thought about this video. I would love to hear one thing that you learned about yourself or your excuses or your abilities or your mindset or whatever. What did you learn about yourself last week that will help you push through this week? And if you have any questions or you're struggling in any way with your meal plans or trying to figure out when the best time of day to work out is or, whatever it is, somebody in your life's being a negative Nancy, I don't know, just comment it below so we can help you out. Happy Monday, all right? It's Monday Mindset today, all right? So let's keep the momentum going, and I love you guys, and have a fantastic Monday, and I believe in you, even if you don't believe in you yet. Bye.